Hey, what's up, guys? Stuart Mustinsky, ho ho ho, Aja, Coffee, Karen, John, what's up? Hey, welcome to Arizona from the UK. Okay, I got this on live chat, but I'm not seeing Parsi's news here. Wow, that's weird. It trips me out because I see you guys' comments. You guys are saying hi to somebody, and I'll check for that person. I don't even see them. I got the live stream on top live chat, so you can see every comment. I still can't see it. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, we're doing all right, guys. Well, I'll probably be right back. Oh man, I bet, Mark. I know last night we had some dense fog rolling through here through town. It wasn't cold or anything, but it looked like something out of a movie, like out of a scary movie or something. Yeah, it's just a picnic table. Alrighty. Um, 1, 2. Sorry, guys. I'm Ooh, man. The chapter 4 is going to be a long one, guys. Um, Live in Wales. All right. Yeah, like I said, man. Like last night, we just got a some dense fog just rolling into town last night. It wasn't cold or anything, but felt like felt nice. I mean, it wasn't cold, nothing. Like I was outside with my hoodie and everything, and you think it would be cold, you throw that hoodie on and put it on your head, and yeah, it wasn't too bad last night. But without further ado, guys, we'll go ahead and get right into it. This is Chapter 4 for Tucson, turns of century 1890 through 1920. From 1890 to 1920, Tucson experienced not only unprecedented population growth, but also the effects of the Industrial Revolution. The automobile sputtered on the Tucson streets, and Tucson joyously embraced the airplane. Tucson sent its young men off to fight in the Spanish-American War and World War I. On February 14, 1912, Tucson celebrated the acceptance of Arizona as the baby state. The infamous wedge, which housed the gamblers and ladies of the night, came down with the bordellos and saloons just moved a few blocks away. Main Street was where you live, if you could afford it. Hey, Five of a Kind Media, how you doing, man? Good to have you in here, man. So we got some new faces in chat. Let's go ahead and get acquainted with each other. And drop each other's links if you can, or subscribe. Tucsonans also enjoyed Professor Gentry's Dog and Pony Show Parade. Hey, thank you, Mark. I appreciate that a lot. Help get some viewers in here. Cars and airplanes were all well and good, but the bicycle provided sport and transportation. Tucsonans were all caught up in the national bicycle craze of the late 1800s. This woman poses proudly with her bicycle. Tucson boasted several cycling clubs, but one has to wonder how many cyclists would be able to keep this velocipede in motion. Well, that one would have been a tough one to ride. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a bike like that before, or have tried to ride one. That big wheel on it and a little tiny one in back. It takes some skill though to get on that thing. I've seen a couple of videos where people try to get on those and they end up falling off. To the relief of some and dismay of others, the infamous wedge came down in 1908. This red light district separated Congress to the left and Maiden Lane to the right. As a child, Art Solano sold newspapers on the wedge corner. Rarely did the soiled doves of the red light district leave much history other than a first name, and even then not a correct one. Betty was one of the girls that worked Tucson's red light district. Well, she worked the red light district here in Tucson. just say soiled doves. This young woman dressed prim and proper for her portrait, but kept the red lights burning after the wedge went down. Dr. Davis of the future Thomas Davis Clinic checked the girls every month for social diseases. Jeez. They had to keep up their physical health somehow. Shit. Living that kind of life, man, you never know what kind of damn diseases you get. I don't even think they had rubbers back then. If they did, they were probably not as they are today. Tucson's first rodeo, La Fiesta de los Vaqueros, opened on February 21st, 1925. This rider was out of the chute when the announcer called "Let her buck." After over 75 years, the rodeo is still an important date on Tucson's calendar. All right, Karen, no problem. Ziploc bags. On February 21st, 1925, at Tucson's first La Fiesta de los Vaqueros rodeo, Charlie DeBow took a deep seat and a distant look and announced that he was ready to rope a steer. Most cowboys went home with nothing more than bruises, sore muscles, and a taste for Tucson's warm winters. However, one of DeBow's most prized possessions was a pair of spurs he won for the street roping event. The Tucson chapter of the Red Cross formed in 1912 before any of its members knew that the Red Cross was a national organization. The chapter was immediately accepted into the national fold when they sent in a check for $25,000 and told the regional headquarters in California that they had 2 railroad cars full of canned goods, bandages, and blankets. On March 19, 1917, President Woodrow Wilson announced that war was imminent and mobilization of forces was underway. On April 10th, Pima County Assessor L.R. Smith summoned every Pima County male between the ages of 18 and 45 to report at the courthouse to register for the state militia. This is the first group of young men to go off to war. Civilians doing their civic duty here. Yeah. I can only imagine what it was like, to get drafted or to go to war, and when you're that young of an age, especially 18, man, that is really young. When Smith opened his office, he found over 100 men waiting to register, including an 87-year-old man who claimed that he could shoot better than the kids. This is the second contingent to go off to World War I. And may God bless all these soldiers here, man. Other than that, takes a lot of courage. There's quite a few people in there. Daughters of military officers dressed up in patriotic costumes for the National Red Cross. Deputy Sheriff Nabor Pacheco, Sheriff John Nelson, Under Sheriff Joseph S. Hopley, and Deputy Sheriff Charles Huss posed for a picture at the courthouse in 1914. Pacheco, later a Pima County Sheriff, was always accompanied by his dog Jack. Hopley ran a dairy near Fort Lowell and served 4 terms as Tucson Town Marshal. Deputy Sheriff Henry Meyer, Ed Hawkins, Father John Timmerman, and Sheriff Nabor Pacheco wait while Father Timmerman prays for Ed Hawkins. In February 1908, Ed Hawkins and his wife Bessie were arrested on suspicion of a string of robberies. Ed did not like it that his wife was in jail, so he confessed to the robberies along with the murder of Albert Ian Hart, who had flirted with Bessie, who was set free and returned to Chicago. Hawkins said goodbye to the crowd, and the Pacheco sprung the trap. Sheriff Nabor Pacheco campaigned successfully. Hey, Shirley Z, welcome in. Hey, you're not too late, so you're all right. Campaigned successfully to have legal hangings conducted privately within the Arizona State Prison walls. On this last public hanging on July 7, 1908, Pacheco, Father John Timmerman, and Under Sheriff Henry Meyer accompanied Horace J. Gross to the scaffold. He had been convicted of murdering his wife Ida with the noose around his neck. Gross thanked Pacheco for his kind treatment. At 1 p.m., Pacheco cut the cord. Damn. Karen's cooking up some goods for her doggy. He's gonna be eating good, man. That big old turkey. If law enforcement officials think they have problems with jail overcoming now, or overcrowding now, they have nothing on Sheriff John Nelson. Shown here hatless with his hands behind his back. Nelson had only 2 prison cells. Hey, you got it, man. They're part of the family. You know, there's always some people that don't treat their pets the way they should be treated. And the way you're doing it, man, that's how you're supposed to. I mean, you know, treat them right. Feed them good and love them like they should be. And because, you know, they're a part of the family. Pictured here in the back row, second from right, is Sheriff John Nelson, Pima County's last territorial sheriff, with his deputy and Pima County prisoners. Okay, come on now. Can't have it on live chat. I'm not even seeing Car Thief here. What's going on here, guys? Oh, wait, there he is. Hey, all right, man. Damn, I didn't see you in here earlier. I had it on live stream on Top Chat, and it only shows some of the messages. So it's on live chat now, and I see you. Felix Levy ran a Tucson bathhouse at 155 Pennington, where men went to get a hot bath with soap, towels, and hot water for 50 cents before attending the opera next door. Yeah, they know the difference when it's canned. They were like, yeah, we ain't. Well, I don't want none of that. I want some of the real stuff. Fernando Laos, proprietor of the fashion barber shop at Congress and Church, is shown at the far right in this 1900 photo. In 1888, Laos arrived in Tucson from Mexico at the age of 19. He worked as a butcher and learned the barber's trade in railroad camps. By 1897, the University of Arizona had added a School of Mines building to the northeast corner of Old Main. University President Theodore Comstock, also a professor of mining and mineralogy, got a 5 stamp mill for the college. Hey, what's happening, Blackburn? How you doing, man? Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. Thank you. Appreciate you dropping in, man. It's been a while since I've seen you. There you go, man. You now have a blue jacket. Damn. Five of a kind media. Shit. That's good, man. They eat that good stuff, man. That's good for them. You know, that kibble shit. I don't know, man. It's just, it's not the same as just regular food, man. Gives all them proteins and vitamins and everything. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Blackburn. By 1917, the University of Arizona had sizable faculty, which posed for this picture on the steps of agricultural building. In the front row at the far left is Byron Cummings, a noted anthropologist who later became president of the university. In the center front row is President Rufus von Kleinsmid, who had stormy relations with the faculty during his tenure. Sorry, guys. Just a little parched. To the far left is Professor Andrew E. Douglas, a pioneer in the science of dendrochronology, dendrochronology or tree dating. And we can get them damn big words like that. I'm always getting tongue twisted. Temple Emmanuel, the oldest Jewish synagogue, is now registered as an historic site. In 1904, the Hebrew Ladies Aid Society raised $4,712 to build this synagogue on Stone Avenue, and it opened for its first service on October 3rd, 1910. You'd be quite amazed on how they pack everybody into the picture there. Around 1882, Jacob Mansfield opened his Pioneer News Depot, which also served as lending library. Mansfield, born in 1832 in Germany, arrived in America in 1856. Besides providing Tucson with its first book lending library, Mansfield helped found the Arizona Historical Society and served as one of the first regents of the University of Arizona. Can't really see much out of that one. See two people here, dog, and this guy on a horse and carriage here. By 1894, the Arizona Daily and Weekly Star had comfortable quarters in their office building at the northwest corner of Main and Congress. Herbert Brown, the man at the far left, owned the newspaper. The Carnegie Free Library, which now serves as the Tucson Children's Museum, was completed in the early 1900s. On October 10, 1885, the Arizona Mining Index urged construction of a library because the long winter evenings are approaching and our city contains many people who would no doubt like to resort to a library and thus keep us out of more pernicious society. At the turn of the century, an invitation to a party hosted by Julia Zeckendorf would have been highly prized and graciously accepted. On January 6, 1926, Emma Louise Mao, a registered nurse, founded Fairview Sanatorium on South 6th Avenue for the care of patients afflicted with tuberculosis. Mao, born in Young America, Minnesota, arrived in Tucson in 1911 with her sick mother. Mao did charity work and wrote several articles on diet and health, helped organize the Arizona State Association of Nurses, and was a member of the Tucson Business and Professional Women's Club. Tucson had little water but plenty of rats and matches. 1898, after several disastrous fires, Tucson realized that it needed a dependable fire department. That's how the firemen looked back in the days, guys. Old school, super old school. Culture took Tucson by storm on November 11, 1926, when the great Metropolitan Opera diva Amelita Galli-Guerci, with gentle fingers on the spade, presided at the groundbreaking for the Temple of Music and Art. On her left was Madeline Heinemann Berger, a force in Tucson's cultural development. Olva C. Parker, who operated a mortuary, served as Tucson's mayor during World War I. Parker, who had fought in the New Mexico-Lincoln County War, was tough and aggressive when it came to civic affairs, but he refused to get rid of the red light district as long as there were far more men than women in Tucson. Note the handsome white hearse in front of the Parker Mortuary. 1911. Olva Parker, the tough mayor, became a gentle, sympathetic undertaker, not Note also the bicycle hanging over the shop next to the mortuary. That's what their hearse looked like, guys, back then. And there's the bike. Henry Ocean Flipper, ex-slave and West Point's first black graduate, represented the United States government in the court of private land claims. This court had been set up in Tucson to settle Spanish land grant claims. He saved thousands of Arizona acres from falling into unscrupulous speculator hands. Charlie Embers arrived in the Arizona Territory in 1866. While in Tucson, he worked for the San Javier Hotel and the Eagle Milling Company. He purchased 2 homes in Tucson and died at the age of 84 in 1933. Charlie Williams, known as Banjo Dick, arrived in Tucson in 1872. Banjo Dick was best remembered for playing the banjo in Levens Parks and while running errands. He's wearing a swastika tie pin, common in the days before Hitler perverted this good luck symbol. So back then, when they were wearing this, had nothing to do with Hitler at all until he got a hold of it. Yeah, Shirley. I tripped out a couple of times too. Even when I started first reading these books, there was a picture of uh, I think it was the Wilcox one that I did, and there was a car that was these people were riding, and it had the swastika on the front of the car. I tripped out. I was like, I wasn't even too sure if I wanted to show that or not. But knowing that it was way before Hitler even got a hold of that, so it didn't have nothing to do with him. Andrew Rice, shown here in the center with 2 unidentified men, was an ex-slave who worked as a cook in the military and prospected in Mexico before coming to Tucson. The Esperanza stone in the Yaqui Valley, Sonora, Mexico, has swastika symbols all over it. Wow. How old is that? Is that just like something recent they put up, or is it like a site or something? The Sonora coat of arms. Oh, wow. Okay. Never got into reading, to be honest, but I got into Jeffrey Archer's biography when he was in jail. He did a couple of books on his experience. Right on. Andrew Rice, shown here in the center of 2 unidentified men. Oh, okay. Yeah, I already read that. Duh. This is the repair crew for Tucson's first power company, probably around 1900. 4 large lights on top of the courthouse illuminated the entire downtown district when the moon was not shining. And just a reminder, guys, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. The horses and mules that pulled Tucson streetcars were kept in the station at Stone and Fifth Avenue. The system slogan was, "If you are in a hurry, walk, but if you have plenty of time, take that streetcar." Yeah, surely. Guy Brooks is in the driver's seat of this 1915 Studebaker on the University of Arizona campus. His passenger is Harold Bell Wright, a popular novelist who came to Tucson to find a cure for his tuberculosis. Wright became one of the town's greatest forces in raising money to get Tucson through the Depression and find help for those suffering from tuberculosis. Sorry, guys, I'm just really parched right now. Damn, I could use a water or something. Shit. Hey, what's up, 420? San Javier Mission School for Tona Odom students posed in front of San Javier del Bac in the late 1920s. The mission is in severe disrepair. Hey, awesome, man. Thanks, Blackburn. I appreciate that. Always like growing my channel just a little bit, man. It's grown by several, man. Just with the live stream that I did. I think it was Friday. Got several subs off that, and quite a few views, man. There's a picture of my community post that shows the analytics. So, Colonel C.B. Burt Cosgrove and one of Tucson's early pilots stands behind his parents at the dedication of the first Tucson Municipal Airport on November 1st, 1925. Admission for the dedication event cost 25 cents. All right, guys. Howdy, rosy things. During the 1920s. Okay, this is chapter 5, guys. We're going on chapter 5. Sorry. During the 1920s, Tucson's climate became both its boon and bane as word spread that southern Arizona's warm, dry air helped cure tuberculosis. The disease spread throughout the country, and World War I veterans with lungs poisoned by mustard gas were particularly susceptible to tuberculosis. Disease and poverty left many children homeless, and in 1920, the only places to put these orphans were the county jail or the reform school. Tucson's social resources were strained to the maximum as sick people poured in from all over the United States. Miss Jean McGee worked for the company in the late 1920s. The Tucson Gas and Electric Light Company, advertised and sold gas stoves and electric lights from its offices. Smash it, but don't break it. By 1928, the Tucson Gas and Electric Light and Rail Company had company vehicles to run around town for repair service. Power failures were common, and one streetcar conductor was hurled the length of his car when a storm caused an electrical short. Damn. Hey, man, Blackburn, you're always welcome here, man. Everybody's always welcome here. You guys get tired of the same old, yeah, that nonsense, the drama, shouting, and putting people down. It's quite a change, man. It's quite a change. And I'm glad that you guys are here. The other channels, man, it can be informative, and you can learn some things. But when it gets to the shouting and drama, it just gets out of hand, and that's when I just turn the other cheek and just leave. You know. So, but thank you for being here, and I appreciate that. The towering 12-story Pioneer Hotel at the corner of Stone and Pennington reflected Tucson's high hopes for prosperity in 1929. In a tragic arson fire, the hotel was destroyed on December 20th, 1970. The second Tucson skyscraper, then the Valley National Bank to the far left, still stands. I thank you guys. I thank you. Thank you. Well, here we go. Gotta wait for the train to pass, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, welcome to the stream, guys. I appreciate you coming in, Mr. Blues. Yeah, they're pretty much your standard size trains. Yeah, these are freight trains. They're always carrying loads of cars, maybe coal, whatever. You know. Sometimes we'll get the occasional passenger train going through here, the Amtrak. All right. Okay, I didn't know if I showed this picture, but oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. The pictures will be kind of hard to show. I'll try to do my best to show you what they look like because I'm getting the damn shadow from my phone on here. Hey, what's up, Tapatios? Tapatios in the house. What's happening, man? Father Bonaventura Ablaser wanted to go to China as a missionary. His appointment to San Javier del Bac did not worry him one bit because he knew it was only temporary. The temporary assignment lasted only almost half a century. Oblaser worked to help establish the Tono Odom Reservation on February 23rd, 1967. Father Ventura received the final sacraments. His remains were flown back from California, and this frontier priest was laid to rest in the village of Topawa. All right, brother. Hey, you be safe, man. Just drive carefully. You know how them people are on the highways, especially during when it's busy, man. Father Nicholas Purcell arrived at San Javier del Bac in 1917 from St. Louis. He wrote, "There I was with absolutely no experience, faced with the prospect of receiving shipments of lumber and goods from Oregon, arriving on flat cars and see to it that they reached those points in the desert country where they were needed. Schools and churches were to be built among the Papagos with San Javier as headquarters. And I hardly knew how to write a check. The young Father Purcell is pictured on the left and an older father is on the right." Hey, what's up, Sci-Fi? How you doing, man? 1925, Tucson had plenty of lawyers, and they all got dressed up for a picture and a formal banquet at the Grey Goose restaurant. Diesel sausage. What the fuck is that? Oh, damn, that's fucking hilarious, man. Diesel sausage. Oh, that's a good one, man. Oh, shit. Thanks, Mr. Blues. That was fucking awesome. In 1907, Reverend Oliver E. Comstock, a printer and Baptist minister, arrived in Tucson from Georgia with his tubercular daughter. Comstock opened the Adams Street Missions while working as a topographer, minister, justice of the peace, and serving on the Tucson City Council. Comstock ministered to the physical and spiritual needs of Tucson, poor and sick. Today, the organization operates as the Comstock Children's Foundation. Okay. Trying to get a good view of the picture here, guys. I'm getting a shadow here. Over the years, stars such as Gene Autry came to cheer and entertain sick children at the Comstock Children's Hospital. Those who only crime was being ill with tuberculosis became pariahs in society and were often relegated to live in a tent city on the outskirts of Tucson. That shit sucked. If you have that, you're ill with tuberculosis. You had to. What's the word for that? You had to will separate yourself from everybody else, pretty much. I know there's a word for it. The family with adults afflicted with tuberculosis at least had a one-room house. However, the children were susceptible to tuberculosis were in direct contact with the disease. America built by the founding fathers, were they the richest people or the most industrial? A lot of them were industrial, man. Everybody just it pretty much worked for everything they needed, you know. So yeah, but there were some that were inherited wealth, but for the most part, I think they were all industrial. Sick children at the Comstock Children's Hospital were fortunate to be treated in clean surroundings. They received nutritious food and usually recovered. That's behind me, Tapatios. Do you want to see it? Oh, shit. God damn it. Fuck. Oh. Oh, my God. Can you guys hear me? I have a black screen here. And it is not working. Oh, my God. My screen is black, guys. I can't even see anything. Oh my God, I shouldn't even fucked with it. God damn it. Fuck. I know you guys can see it, but it's to me it's black. I can't see anything. Right when I went to go turn it, the screen went black, and I tried to turn it back around, and now it's black both ways here. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'll just do the best I can, guys. I don't know why it's black on my end here. This is bullshit. I'm fucking pissed right now, man. God damn it. Which way is the camera facing so I can know which way? Is the camera facing forward? Is it facing back? I'm not sure. Yeah. Well, the tree's back there. Shit. Damn it. Be alright if this damn phone wasn't fucked up. The fucking screen's cracked on this phone and I dropped the damn thing. And occasionally it'll just do this damn blacked out screen bullshit. Excuse me, guys. Tucson lost no time in developing a love affair with the airplane. Here, passengers are either trying to board or get off the planes at the new municipal airport in 1929. Oh, you guys can't even see it. And yeah, man, it's... Well, good thing I'm almost done here. Shit. I don't know why the hell this phone does this, man. Nathaniel E. Plumer, for whom Plumer Street is named, organized a Southern Arizona Bank and Trust Company. He also engaged in the real estate and insurance business under the firm of Plumer and Stewart. Plumer, a descendant of an early New England family, was a distant relation of Daniel Webster. Okay, don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm gonna do my best because, you know, like I said, I can't see anything here. My screen went totally black and I can just see the comments and chat, and that's it. In 1929, Tucson decided that the old village charter of 1885 no longer sufficed to govern Tucson's needs. In the new charter, limitations were placed on city taxes and indebtedness. Part of this move was to protect city employees from having to participate in political activities in order to keep their jobs. Alright guys, that's going to do it for that one. I do apologize for getting upset. This phone I have, it's not really too dependable. I mean, it's good for the most part, but whenever I get around when it's warm or something, the screen goes black every once in a while and I can't even see anything. And it messes up my stream and then I have to start over again and everything else. Alright guys, that is going to do it for that one. I know we have at least 3 more chapters left out of that book. But I do want to say thank you guys very much for always being here and supporting and sharing out my videos and everything. And I do appreciate you guys. You guys are always welcome here anytime. If you want to get away from the normal bullshit that you guys are always around and that we're always around, this is the place to be. I mean, and I do appreciate you guys very much, very, very much. And if you guys can, if you can spare anything, like that'll help out, you know, to get a couple of things repaired on my bike. I do have the bike fixed. The tube is fixed, but eventually it's gonna go flat soon, so I'm gonna need a tube. And hopefully if you guys can too also, I mean, I do need batteries for my flashlight on my bike, which those are almost out, so if you guys can spare anything at all, guys, I mean, it's most gracious and most appreciated. And, you know, maybe to get something to drink or, you know, something to snack on or whatever. Alright guys, this is Jose G, right out here in historic Railroad Park, bringing you a live stream with some history of Tucson. Thank you guys. Clyde Johnson, hey, welcome in. My video will be set to public, guys, after I get done here, so you guys can go back and watch it if you like. So make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, leave a comment, and appreciate you guys.